One of the most important fat loss skills that nobody really teaches you is how to feel hungry without treating every stomach rumble like a fire alarm. If the slightest pang sends you sprinting towards the kitchen, fat loss will always feel like a fucking emergency. And the naughty cupboard will keep winning custody of your progress. It should be common knowledge now that to lose body fat, you need to be in an energy deficit or a calorie deficit over time. You must use more energy than you consume, and your body may respond by increasing your drive to eat. That does not mean that your metabolism has collapsed or your diet has failed, or the universe has sent you a spiritual message through the pack of Hobnobs. Sometimes you are simply eating less than before, so you're going to feel hungrier than before. Now, listen very carefully, because this is where the internet removes all nuance and starts screaming about starvation and the starvation mode and all this bullshit. I'm not talking about starvation, yeah? A lot of people don't really know what fucking starvation is, so you feel a bit hungry. Unfortunately, that hunger signal is a sign that you're doing something right. There are going to be people out there who says, you don't have to feel hungry. I've never felt hungry in my diet. And there's two ways to look at it. Maybe they're genuine, but then maybe their appetite is not as big as yours. My appetite's fucking big. But I also know that I've got some of my mates where they don't have to do a lot in order to start losing body fat. Me, on the other hand, I have to start pulling out every tool in the fucking toolbox. Or some people implement certain things. Like I just said, pulling out every tool from the toolbox. You see, here's the thing. It's just like training. Some people can get away with very minimalist training. Others have to do quite a bit. Now, I want you to stick with me on this. You already accept discomfort in training. When your muscles are burning during a difficult set, you do not instantly assume that the dumbbells are attacking you. When cardio leaves you breathless, you do not call an ambulance because the treadmill has discovered your lungs. You understand that something difficult may occasionally feel difficult. Well, fat loss is no different. Dieting is no different. But difficult does not mean reckless. Some of the tools that you can pull out of your toolbox to make the diet more manageable: eat more protein, build your meals around filling, lower calorie foods such as fruits, vegetables. See those two? They increase your fiber intake, which keeps you fuller for longer. One of my hacks is having a massive bowl of salad, however you want to make your salad, before having the meal. Something like that can cut down how much you eat from the meal. Opting for lean protein or whey protein powder. Another trick is having a protein shake before meals. Now, we could stack those two examples. We could have the protein shake, have that massive salad, and right there, you could have cut down your meal considerably. Again, these are action plans for people who have really big appetites. I have a really big appetite. Not everyone has to do something like this though. Another method, arranging your calories around the times that you are genuinely the hungriest. Some people are massive breakfast eaters. Others aren't. I myself, I'm not a massive breakfast eater. So sometimes I skip it entirely, have a black coffee, off we go. What I've been trying to do recently is make sure that I get a protein powder in, so that I get some protein in the system, because not having breakfast is kind of skipping an opportunity to get protein in the system. But again, it's a tool in the toolbox. Not many people have to skip breakfast in order to have more calories that they can spend later on in the day. Doing something like this helps me to not overeat later on because I've had a shit ton of calories when I'm genuinely the hungriest. Another thing, sleep properly, get to bed early. If you are sleeping earlier, you're missing out on time that you could spend putting shit in your mouth. There you go. That's one of the easiest calorie cutting methods out there. But some people don't have to do this. Doing things like that keeps you from feeling hungry during that diet. But inevitably, there may come a time where you are pulling all the stops out and you are pulling every tool from your toolbox, and you are in a position where you're doing everything. You can't cut the calories lower. You can't do more activity or more cardio. So ultimately, you have to sit with that hunger and just understand that this is part of it. There is also some times where you get a hunger signal and then, you get busy with something and you forget to eat, and then all of a sudden you're like, right, is that the time? Oh, damn, I haven't eaten. That happens quite a bit when you're at work, as an example. Might be coming up to lunchtime, your boss says they want to have a meeting, or something happens, something gets scheduled in that diary, overruns a bit, then you have to do something else, and then before you know it, it's nearly home time and you're like, well, shit, I didn't have any kind of lunch. Well, fuck it, I might as well wait till dinner time. What I'm trying to get at here is hunger is, well, simply one signal, and you need to learn how to respond instead of immediately reacting. You don't need to enjoy hunger. That's the other thing, is everyone thinks that they need to enjoy every aspect of what we're doing here. No, you don't. For some people, it is just a necessity. It is something that, we just have to do. But what you do need to stop doing is allowing every little kind of pang to make a decision for you. For help building a sensible fat loss plan without turning dieting into medieval punishment, DM me the word hunger or visit fiazali.co.uk.